in a place far, far away, where Geppetto would act like a menace and come out to play. Springfield, Missouri. The little pink house sits where chaos and drama took place, yet the neighborhood remained silent. Dee Dee says, "My baby girl is very sick. She needs your help." They played society with a sob story, a free house, a free car, and donations galore. "I can't keep up the lie," says a fallen ill Dee Dee. But Geppetto wasn't done. She wanted more, and more, and more. Caught with married men in compromising situations, Dee Dee tells Geppetto, "You're grounded. No more men, no more lies." The big bad wolf had returned. In a rage, Geppetto sought revenge, where she met Nicholas, who fell prey to her manipulation. He even created a persona to serve her, Victor, a 500-year-old vampire. But that isn't all. Geppetto created many faces. "Punish me, Victor, but only after you do what I say." Today, we begin with Anastasia Steele, the submissive used to control the dominant.
Miss Gypsy, you alright? Nicholas Godejohn.
I'm Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Miss Kavanaugh has the flu, so she asked me to fill in.
I see, so you're studying journalism as well.
No, English lit. Kate's my roommate.
As I said, that I only have 10 minutes. Please have a seat, miss.
Thank you. Ready?
Whenever you are.
So this is for the special graduation issue of the student newspaper.
Yes, I'm giving the commencement address at this year's ceremony.
You are? I know. You are very young to have amassed such an empire. To what?
To what do I owe my success?
Yep.
Seriously.
Yes.
Business is about people, and I've always been good at people. What motivates them, what incentivizes them, what inspires them.
Maybe you're just lucky?
I've always found that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. The key to my success has been in identifying talented individuals and harnessing their efforts.
You're a control freak?
Oh, I exercise control in all things Miss Gypsy.
Okay. Your company is involved primarily in the telecommunications sector, yet you also invest in numerous agricultural projects, including several in Africa. Is that something that you feel passionate about, feeding the world's poor?
It's a smart business. You don't agree?
I don't know enough about it, and just wonder if perhaps your heart might be a bit bigger than you want to let on.
There's some people who say that I don't have a heart at all.
Why would they say that?
Because they don't know me well.
You are watching Trixie Lane, the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case Truths Unfold.
Why was Gypsy cosplaying Anastasia Steele for Nick? Gypsy's role as Anastasia, the willing, submissive, in their online dynamic, Gypsy intentionally modeled herself after Anastasia Steele, the submissive character in 50 Shades of Grey, to appeal to Nick's violent, dominant Victor persona. This was not passive cosplay. She mirrored Anastasia's submissiveness, but with a twist. She used it as a manipulative tool to guide Nick's fantasies and eventually direct him toward killing her mother. To note, in sexually explicit video chats, Gypsy referred to herself as being ready to be dominated by Victor and acted out scripts echoing BDSM fantasies where she would submit to his dark will, just like Anastasia to Christian Grey. But instead of a fantasy about control, Gypsy used it to manipulate Nick into committing real-life violence. If you haven't already seen a video I made previously called Exposing the Blanchards Part 3, I think this would be a real eye-opener for all to see. This video is about David Blanchard's BDSM lifestyle and the deep dive of all that entails, alongside his friends from VisionCon, who were also Gypsy's friends, and protecting her back when the crime was committed. That link will be in the description box of this video, or you can search it in the search bar. Let me know what you all think in the comment box. Moving on. Victor and Anastasia, a fantasy pairing built for murder. Gypsy's Anastasia Steele cosplay wasn't just for sexual play, it was weaponized roleplay. Victor, who is Nick's vampire warrior persona, saw himself as a powerful and morally justified in killing Gypsy's enemies. For example, her mother. Gypsy, as Anastasia, played the delicate, abused girl seeking rescue through submission and reward. In this dynamic, Gypsy presented herself as the victim needing salvation, but instead of love, she offered herself sexually, a theme straight out of 50 Shades, reframed with deadly stakes. Gypsy's control, hidden in submissiveness. One of the most overlooked psychological layers is that Gypsy was not just playing along, she was scripting the fantasy. She recorded videos where she, in character, called Victor her match. She flirted with violent fantasy and promised sex as a reward if Nick fulfilled his mission. While Anastasia Steele was hesitant and reluctant in 50 Shades, Gypsy rewrote that archetype. She was the architect, offering herself up with the promise of being dominated in exchange for Nick killing her mother. This reversal is critical. She acted like Anastasia but behaved more like Christian Grey in disguise, directing the fantasy and orchestrating control. The legal and psychological implications. These BDSM themes were directly cited to show the intensity and manipulation of their relationship. Defense experts argued that Nick's autism spectrum disorder made him unable to distinguish fantasy from Gypsy's instructions. The fact that Gypsy cosplayed a known, submissive, abused character was critical in showing how Nick believed he was doing the right thing, saving his Anna from a real-life villain, aka Dee Dee Blanchard. In summary, Gypsy's Anastasia Steele cosplay served multiple purposes in her relationship with Nick. It inflamed Nick's fantasies and bonded them through shared role. But this is just one of many that Gypsy had cosplayed for personas to get to Nick. There are others, and we'll go over those in later videos. It mirrored abuse, making Gypsy seem like a helpless damsel in need of violent rescue. It allowed Gypsy to script the narrative, using submission as a mask for manipulation. In court, it was used to argue both Nick's susceptibility due to autism and Gypsy's role as a mastermind who used fantasy and sex to drive real-world action. Well, that's the end of the show, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that bell if you wish to be notified when I go live or upload a video. Thanks, guys. See you at the next one.